Looking at these buildings, I could be in any metropolis in the world, from Sydney to New York, to London to Singapore. But in fact, I'm in the capital of China, Beijing. Scratch under the surface of this vibrant 21st century city, and you'll discover ancient traditions that aren't just surviving, but are still fundamental cornerstones of the Chinese way of life. One of those traditions the Chinese shared with the rest of the world is the ancient art of healing, called traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM. The origin of TCM dates back many thousands of years. This complex modality integrates such exotic practices as acupuncture, acupressure, moxibustion, and an unusual process known as cupping. It also employs special herbs, nutritional therapies, and energy exercises known as Qigong to both prevent and heal illness.
The way that Chinese medicine looks at the body is quite different from the so-called mechanistic models that we come to know today as conventional or Western medicine. Traditional Chinese medicine emphasizes the interaction between person, human, and his or her environment, and the response and reactions in that interaction arising from that creates imbalances. The imbalances manifest as symptoms and signs that we can observe.
Pinpointing TCM's exact beginnings has been a challenge, and there is little agreement amongst today's practitioners regarding its historical timeline. However, most agree on the period in which knowledge of the practice first appeared in writing.
Yellow Emperor's Classic of Internal Medicine is thought to have come to us from about 500 BC, but it refers in that text to much earlier times. So no one really knows how Chinese medicine first came about. What we have today of Chinese medicine is really 3,500 or 4,000 years of accumulated thought, philosophical understanding, empirical observation, all brought together to form one specific way of observing the functioning of the human body.
So the evolution starts from a folk medicine. It starts in villages, it starts in towns where people didn't move around an awful lot. You were 500 years in one village, and things moved slowly. People were a lot more sensitive to their environment very often, and they watched, they observed, they saw what works, what doesn't work. They see animals eat certain herbs, and they wonder, why is that animal gnawing on that leaf?
Fundamentally, Chinese medicine is preventative. So the idea is that you have a better understanding of how to maintain balance and how to do much more sort of subtle changes to your lifestyle that retain balance to prevent illness in the first place.
TCM focuses less on individual symptoms and more on the patient as a whole person. Diagnosis and treatment examine issues affecting the body, mind, and spirit. This view of the human body as a holistic landscape reflects the Taoist belief that man is one with nature.